everything going on. But other than that, it's like, I'm still on what is going to be done about this, about all these shootings and all of these incidents that have been going on, whether if it's racially charged or not. Like, this gun stuff is getting out of control.
Yeah, and just a minor correction, the 4 students in Atlanta, they were wounded, but they didn't die.
Right.
Thank
They were
goodness.
right. But still,
right. But they were shot.
Right, and at a public place, at a block party.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right. And you don't send your kids to college or to Walmart. You don't send mom out to Bible study and expect them to be shot. I mean, this is ridiculous. We talked about it a couple of weeks ago, Thin Bad. So I can't go to Bible study. I can't go to Walmart. I can't go to a college party. I can't go to elementary school without being shot. I mean, what the hell?
Can't go to disco, can't go to
you
dance,
can't do a damn thing without worrying about getting shot. This is ridiculous. This is just absolutely ridiculous. And so there has to be a comprehensive look and strategy done for this stuff.
There has to be a consistent anger about this thing. I mean, a consistent fire, about these issues. It can't just be, ebb and flow, like, oh, somebody got shot over here. No, we're not going to say anything for a while and go. Because while those mass shootings aren't happening, the things that Phil was talking about are still happening.
Right.
Those, they may not be the 24 and 30 at a clip. Again, no pun intended. But you've got a steady number of, 2 or 3 or 4 a week.
That's right.
Which at the end of a month, you've got that same number.
That's right.
And so because it happens, we get desensitized. We gotta go, oh, well, that just happens over there.
Right.
And I think that's part of the problem with people addressing it, is because a lot of people can navigate around it because they just don't go to those areas where the shootings are happening.
Exactly.
But what brings the terror to people is the fact that they can go to these public places. They can go to Walmart and it could happen. They could go to church. Who would have thought? You go to church, not only to church, but to church at Bible study. And not only to church at Bible study, but the dude come and sit in Bible study with you and talk to you and then get up and shoot you. I mean, so it's just this whole thing is crazy. There I go again. I'm at my wit's end now. When I start saying crazy too much, that means I got nothing else to say. I'm done. I'm spent. My vocabulary is done. I'm pissed off to the highest of pistivity.
That's right. And again, I think people, when they want to talk about the Second Amendment, they need to really read it and understand it. And, they just need to read it, because I listen to a lot of the guys on other networks talking about the Second Amendment, and it's very clear that they don't understand it.
Right. When does your Second Amendment stop in my First Amendment? When does your Second Amendment start infringing on my First Amendment? My ability, my right to pursue freedom and liberty and justice.
Right. And this thing about going to grab guns, I mean, that's just ridiculous. We have to look at doing everything that we can to make people safe. That's not to say you have to agree with everybody, and I think we should do this about healthcare and that about healthcare. We can all agree to disagree. But when we're getting to the point where we are so disagreeable that we are doing things or not doing things that are going to lead to people being harmed and killed, we've crossed that line in the sand. And now it's time for folks of all, you've heard me say, of all beliefs and political ideologies and races and all that stuff, to get together and come up with some solutions. Because at some point, then, Bad, some of these very folks that are jumping up and down about, oh, we can't do, they never know. They might have a relative that gets caught up in some of this nonsense. Yep. And certainly I wouldn't wish that on anyone, and we don't have to get there. And again, if we really want to do something to make this place safe for everybody, and hopefully that's what it's all about.
Right.
So, but anyway, I know we've beat this horse to death, and of course, this has been an amazing conversation, Thin Bad and Ambezi. I'm glad you were able to join us this evening. We know you've been off doing 1,000 things at the same time. But
yeah, man, I swear I'm gonna be that person who comes up with the patent for a teleportation device because I need it.
Yeah, yes.
I need it.
But we're just so glad to have you here.
Thank
you.
Yes.
And we look forward to you spreading your knowledge next time with us as we talk about some other hot topics. Because,
absolutely,
as you know, other people's dilute the issue, but we only serve the hard stuff. But, Ambezi, how can people follow you around in these parts?
Man, don't follow me. No, I'm just kidding. You can follow me on all platforms at Amber M. Blow. And if you want to listen to me in the morning from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, you can do so at Power 88.1 FM on the 702 Wake Up Crew.
All right. How about you, Thin Bad? And you can close us out, sir.
Please.
Man, I'm just here. You can find me at windowswright.com. It's too hard to explain it. WENDELLSWRITE.
Yes.
Windows right. Got that double entendre. See that?
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
That's right.
I like that. I like that.
That's awesome. Hey, also, didn't you put out a publication recently? Why don't you pump that up before we get out of here?
What did I do? What did I do recently? Which one?
You just put something out recently in the last couple months.
What was it I did? I'm trying to think. Now you got me. Yeah, I did it. Whatever he said, that's what I did. I did it. What was the publication I put out, man? I can't remember.
Did you just do a memoir or something?
No, I'm getting to that.
Months?
I'm working on that. We're working on that. That's coming.
You're working on it. All right.
That's how good. That's how strong my vibe is. See, I put it out there. You thought you read it already.
Yes, I did.
And I'm just working on it.
Well,
bits and pieces of it is out there. You can find some of it on windowswright.com.
Well, let me hush my face. All right.
That's right. That's
it.
But folks, we want to thank you all for joining us. As we talked about what's going on, we're going to find out what's going on this week. We're going to have 99 problems and find out what will be one of these problems coming up next week. But but folks, we want to thank you for joining us as usual. Phil, we love you. We love you, Phil, for listening. And then you called in this time and let us know what was going on. Thank God you didn't tell nobody about my money, because I ain't got no money, Phil. That's why you haven't told anybody. But Chief Ambezi,
yes, sir.
You know what?
Yes.
It's that time. We got to go. So we got to thank the folks for letting us give it to them straight. No chaser.
Bye.
You've been listening to Straight No Chaser. So join us next week for more hot topics. And also, you can always catch us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and of course, iHeartRadio.